Welcome back to another post-game recap here on Extra Time Futbol. I will be doing a 2-for-1 on this one between the games of Qatar and Switzerland to begin with, and then the Scotland and Haiti game as it is just ending. I have it here towards the end. I want to start out with the Switzerland and Qatar game. What can I really say with that game? It was pretty bland. Qatar had a really good play the first minute and a half, where one of their players found themselves one on one with the goalie, with the Swiss goalkeeper, and he had many opportunities. He could have gone for a finesse shot to the right, could have chipped it over, but he tries to go for a toe poke to go through between the legs. And unfortunately for him, it was saved. The Swiss then, after that save, did retain possession of the ball more. They did go on the offensive. They went on the attack. The Swiss were able to be relentless in their attacks until they got a penalty around the 19th, 20th minute, and Briel and Bolo just puts it away. Easy 1-0 game. At that point, you're thinking, okay, the floodgates are going to open. Qatar is going to try to play more. They're going to allow themselves to play more, and they're going to push up a little bit more. That was not the case. Yeah, the Swiss tried, and they had multiple opportunities where they could have gotten another goal or two, and that would have come to hurt them later on. But Qatar just seemed like they were okay with losing the game. They seemed like they just didn't want to concede a lot of goals, and they had they were parking the bus. The whole team was behind, pretty much inside of the box the whole game. And there's not much more to say other than the Swiss really let go of the opportunities that they had. They didn't take advantage, and Qatar tied the game towards in the literally the 94th minute, like a minute till the final whistle. Like, what? There was nothing much more to say about this game. The ref, feel like, was calling every little thing as a foul, and that just made it more dreadful to watch. And overall, this has been the weakest and I'd say, I guess you could say, lowest entertainment game so far. And nothing much more to say. 1-1 tie. I'll give it a 3 out of. Give this game a 3, and we'll move on to Haiti and Scotland. All right, let's move on to Scotland and Haiti as the game has just concluded. This was a duel between two countries that has been decades since they had even been in the World Cup. Scotland, first time in 28 years since 1998. Great year, by the way. An amazing year right there, just overall things. And Haiti performing in their second World Cup appearance since 1974. 1974 being the first one, and this one being their second one. So two nations with, long World Cup drought playing it out. First match for both of them. Starts off good. Both nations aren't afraid to go at it. So you see, obviously Scotland, the talent's more on their side. So they're the ones that are trying more at first. They're the ones trying to get out there and get that goal going. They had a few good shots that Placid, el único haitiano en el área, that he was able to resolve with ease for them. Scott McTominay had a header that just went blazing over early on, and then he also had a shot, if I'm not mistaken, that struck the post. But overall, it just came. The first goal came from a rebounded shot to McGinn from Shea Adams, just striking it through the goalie right there. So Shea Adams comes in, strikes it against the goalie, and the rebound just comes to McGinn, and with a lot of fortune too, because the Haitian defender had a lot to do with that deflection and getting that ball in. But the goal was still credited to McGinn as it was still going on goal. Now, I applaud the Haitians for, they were putting up a fight before that goal came in. And when that goal came in, unlike Qatar, Haiti actually went for it. The talent maybe wasn't on their side, and you could tell that the quality level between the two sides was there. I'm not saying that Scotland is this amazing powerhouse or anything, but you could definitely tell that they are a little bit more talented at the game. But Haiti, that didn't stop Haiti from trying. Haiti had multiple shots, and late on in the game, I forget the striker's name, but he had a header that just goes going over the right side of the goalie's post right there. They could have tied the game late on in the game, and I applaud Haiti. They were persistent throughout the whole game. They kept trying, but it just wasn't meant to be. Scotland tightened up in the back really good in the second half, and they played to their strengths. Now, another thing that I want to mention with this game, and something that's been a common trend now in the World Cup as of now, the hydration breaks. You can really tell that the hydration breaks are really messing with momentum. Haiti had strong momentum in the first half, and they get that hydration break, and then you could tell afterwards they just weren't the same team. Scotland gets their goal 2-3 minutes after they come back from the hydration break, and that's really been hurting the teams overall, whether it be impacting one or the other. But overall, I'm not a fan of these, and We all know why it's happening, corporate reasons, and they're just trying to put more sponsorships in there, even though they claim it's for the players. But what can you really do about that? Overall, the game, it did like more excitement, but overall quality of it, I was entertained with it. I'd give the Haiti Scotland 6 out of 10, and then the other game, I don't even want to talk about that one anymore. The Qatar Switzerland game is by far the worst game I've seen so far. And let me say, a lot of these games haven't been the most exciting, but they haven't been bad. There's been some good football being played in these games. I cannot say the same about the Qatar and Switzerland game. It's just one that I want to put in the books and forget all about. Haiti being from CONCACAF, I would have loved to see them getting a result here, either drawing or if they would have been lucked into a win. I would have loved to see that. But credit to Scotland for doing what they had to do. They got the job done, and they are top of the group. I know nobody expected to hear those words of saying Scotland would be topping the group with Brazil and Morocco, but it is the first game. They beat a weaker Haiti side, and they got that win in. They got those 3 points. Very, very important 3 points, as this would dictate the rest of the group. If you lost to Haiti or you got a draw here, you're pretty much going to be out, because there's just no way I can see Scotland playing the same and beating or even getting a draw versus Brazil or Morocco. And yeah, overall, Scotland is top of the group. Let's see how Brazil and Morocco bounce back, and hopefully Haiti can put up a good fight for themselves in the remainder of the group games. But thank you again for tuning in. Once again, this is Extra Time Football, and I hope to catch you on the next one.